Good evening and happy Tuesday, and also happy birthday to my father. We're going to jump right in here looking at Doak Campbell Stadium. The beautiful clouds with the sun reflecting off of that. 76 degrees here today. Partly cloudy, some slight winds out of the south at 11 miles per hour. 76 in Tallahassee, and really fairly calm across the entire Big Bend area. The high here in Valdosta at 80, and a little cooler towards the coast. Apalachicola sitting at 72 degrees right now. The dew point's fairly mild, 58 degrees in Tallahassee, and really there's a lot more moisture near the sea, so that's why that one's at 64 in Apalachicola, again, which makes sense. So really the entire Big Bend area fairly calm, better than what we saw last week with those extremely high dew points, making it really muggy. In terms of the radar, we're not seeing anything pop up in our way right now, but as we roll further into the week, we will be seeing a lot of events on the radar. And we will be getting into that with the severe weather. We're also going to be traveling to Isle Royale National Park, and we'll be talking about the solar eclipse yesterday in 2024. All this and more in FSU weather.
Thank you, Summer. Big happy birthday to your dad, Mr. Trolley. We love him here at FSU Weather, but we do have some headlines to look out for the show. We have severe weather coming into Tallahassee possibly on Thursday. It's going to start raining into Wednesday night. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. And Thursday, be prepared for some storms during the day especially. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing a lot of sunshine on Thursday. But tomorrow should be not as rainy just until tomorrow night.
Yeah, and hopefully the rain will come, but hopefully you got a chance to go outside to the eclipse yesterday, and that made up for your time outside. But for now, we'll throw it back to the wall with Sloan for our local.
Yes, thank you guys. We're going to take a look at what's going on right here at home in Tallahassee. Right now, this is our beautiful view over Doak Campbell Stadium. It is pretty warm right now, about 76. So definitely get outside right after you watch our show. As we look at the current local radar, as we can see, it is very, very dry, so definitely a great time to be outside. No rain or anything to be concerned about there. It is pretty hot as we zoom out to the greater Big Bend region. A little bit cooler down in Apalachicola, down by our coast, but as we move further south, obviously it's going to get a little bit warmer. Also, we do have our record highs and lows. We are a little bit below our record high of 94 that happened just a few years ago in 2020, and quite a bit above our 33-degree low in 1971. Thank God. Also, our current dew points that we're looking at right around here, it's going to be a little bit wetter down towards Apalachicola, and then Thomasville 55, which is going to be our driest point on the map. As we look into the future over the next few days, we are seeing quite a bit of cloud cover, but not too much rain. However, as we do move into Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon, we are going to be able to see some of that storms that we talked about over at the desk. Also, tonight it is going to be pretty mild, 61 degrees, so definitely make sure that if you have plans tonight, you're getting outside. Maybe you're going to throw someone into the Westcott Fountain at midnight. Just go ahead and get outside because it's going to be really nice. As we look into tonight, it is going to be quite a bit cooler as we move in towards the night. So yeah, 63 in Monticello, 63 in Thomasville, things like that. Also, as we look towards tomorrow, it's going to be another really, really nice day, 81 degrees, mostly cloudy. So definitely make sure to get out on land to screen. Maybe if you have some studying to do for some big tests up in your future, go ahead and do it outside. Do it on land to screen, get out, see campus. Also tomorrow, it is going to be, like I said, we're going to be seeing a lot of those summer-like temperatures. It is going to be heating up quite a bit, pretty hot. 81 in Tallahassee, 75 in Apalachicola. So just really nice and warm. Go ahead and plan those beach days, plan those pool days, and just get outside. But as we look towards the week ahead, like we talked about earlier, it's going to be pretty nice throughout the week besides those storms that we are seeing on Thursday. So definitely, if you have plans on Thursday, especially in the morning, definitely make sure to bring a raincoat, bring that umbrella. But as we move into the weekend and really just throughout the rest of the week, especially the beginning of next week, it's going to be super hot, super nice. So definitely make sure to plan on going out, being outside. But yeah, just look out for that sun just because it can definitely get a little bit hot, so make sure to bring your sunscreen, things like that. But as we look at our nightly lows, those are going to be in the lower 50s. So if you are planning on going outside at night next week, definitely just make sure to bring a jacket. But as we said before, it's going to be super nice as we get to the end of the week. So yeah, just have a great time this week, going outside, doing fun things like that. So that's what's going on in Tallahassee right now. But Genevieve, what does it look like as we move kind of into the greater Florida area?
Well, Florida is looking pretty nice right now, Sloan. we are looking at the weather sim cameras, and the sun isn't shining like us girls in our all-girl show are shining today, but we do have some clouds covering the area. Orlando, though, looking pretty nice with that blue sky peeking out, but for the most part, Florida is seeing a good amount of clouds covering the area. Our current temperatures for the state of Florida, we're looking pretty mild, as we said earlier into the show. Key West, you are actually having that sun down there, 80 degrees. I'm sure you're loving it, as that is pretty much the weather that you experience every single day, but that is what you move there for. So 81 here in Tampa, and then up in Tallahassee, we're looking at 75 currently. Really nice conditions, especially for the springtime. Now Miami, I know we're normally looking at warmer conditions, and that is true, but 83 degrees is our high for Wednesday, and we're looking at pretty low chances of rain going into the rest of our weekdays. So that's relatively nice, as Miami does experience a lot of scattered thunderstorms here and there. I know my mom is always calling me up and telling me, oh, we have rain, oh, it's cloudy, this, that, and the other, but for now, you're doing well. And over in Tampa, just a bit north, we are seeing 80% chance of rain on Thursday. So those are those storms that are coming past us here in Tallahassee. And Orlando, those storms will also come across you. 90 degrees will be that high on Thursday. So I would advise staying home on that day if you can, maybe working from home, or just being careful on your commute over into wherever you may work. Jacksonville, 90% again. Thursday is the day to look out for. Make sure you have your umbrellas. But we do have some relief over on Friday. Nice end to the week, start to the weekend, as we see that sun finally shining. Maybe get out to Fernandina Beach or Jacksonville Beach, just anywhere that you can see that sunshine and that beach. Pensacola, another beautiful beach area. Not going to be beautiful tomorrow. Wednesday, we've got 100% chance of rain. Now that relief will push into Friday as we see that 0% chance of rain. As we start our weekend, beautiful conditions then, but we must get through the worst of it now to get to then. Now our radar is looking relatively clear right now. Now let's go a little more south into South Florida and see relatively nice. We do have some ground scatter amongst the radar, but for the most part, we are looking relatively nice. Some clouds coming through the area into Central Florida, but overall, no rain. We really can't complain. And that holds true up towards the Big Bend region as we just see those clouds rolling in. And just before the show, I was looking outside the windows of the studio, and I saw a lot of clouds, but luckily it's not rain. Here that rain just came in through Wednesday night here in Tallahassee and swept through the state, so that is what you want to look out for most. And tonight in Florida, we're looking really nice, 61 degrees. Tomorrow, 81 in Tallahassee. Now summer, the southeast, looking pretty similar to Florida.
Yeah, that's right, Genevieve. We have down here in Tampa, Florida, 82 degrees, just as Genevieve was talking about. But if we move a little further out, New Orleans, they're also sitting in the 80s. In North Carolina, a little chillier, and same as Virginia, 77 degrees. There's a high-pressure system sitting off to the coast out here, but the main story today is this stationary front. And that's what's really bringing this severe weather into the Texas region, Arkansas, Louisiana, and it's also going to make its way towards us in the next couple of days. So we have to keep our eye on that. 75 degrees right now in Tallahassee. All of Florida fairly warm, 81 in Tampa, Miami sitting at 78 degrees. And as we travel a little further towards the north, 63 degrees in Nashville, Charlotte, 62 degrees. Currently, we have these winds coming out of the south here in Tallahassee, 62 degrees. And as we travel over into Texas, we can see the winds are coming from the north, which is really bringing that cyclonic spin here. That's really inducing that severe weather that's occurring right now, coming up on this radar, the increase in cloud cover, and that's just making its way out to sea and through our area Wednesday night into Thursday, and out to sea by Friday, moving up further north Friday evening. There may be some concerns as well as it comes off to the coast for our friends in the north. The muggy cast right now in Tallahassee 64, and as we move into Wednesday and into Thursday with that severe weather, we're going to see an increase in moisture, which is one of the fundamentals for severe weather and storms. So that moisture is going to increase before it decreases again Thursday evening down to 58 degrees in Tallahassee. Weekday in Charlotte, they're going to be starting to see the rain tomorrow, and on Thursday they're going to be seeing some thunderstorms as well, 71 degrees in Charlotte. But by Friday and Saturday it'll be beautiful, cooling down a little bit, but they'll be clearing out and there'll be some sunshine as well. Nashville, same story. It's going to be rainy this Wednesday and Thursday, and it'll cool down with that cold front that's moving through. But as we move further into the weekend, bright and sunny on Friday and Saturday. Saturday, beautiful 80 degrees in Nashville if you have the opportunity to get out and hit the town in Nashville. Tampa, 88 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday, storming 83. That's what's going to, we're going to see that with that severe weather. And Friday and Saturday, same story. It's going to be cooling down a little bit, warming back up this weekend, and that sunshine will be out and shining. New Orleans, 100% chance of storms tomorrow. They'll be seeing the storms tomorrow. And Thursday, they'll be nice and clear, 20% chance of rain and pretty cloudy. But we're going to move a little further north, and we're going to travel to National Park with Oceana, our special Tuesday segment.
Thanks, Summer. So now we're going to move things into Michigan, up in the national park you might not have heard of because it is actually one of the least visited national parks in the United States, called Isle Royale, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Some fun facts about Isle Royale: can only be reached by charter plane, charter boat, or seaplane, which actually sounds like a lot of fun. So I really think that there should be more people visiting this than 20,000 a year. And it is the only United States national park that completely closes in the off-season from November to mid-April. Now, this is located in Lake Superior, right up in Michigan, and actually very close to the border of Canada. Their record span, look at that, the high record is 80 and the low record is 2. Luckily, it doesn't look like they were at that today at all. They're high 48 and 35 as the low here. Grand Portage, we're using Minnesota as a reference. It is a little bit closer to the location, although Isle Royale is located in Michigan, an island in Michigan. Right now it is currently 41 degrees, a little chilly, partly cloudy on this island. Really no winds though at all. It is looking pretty calm. So here we see that little island, and just to the south of Isle Royale National Park is Windigo, 43 degrees right there. Up here in Canada in Thunder Bay, 47, and it does look like it could be thundering right there right now. It's a little bit cloudy and stormy over there. Down to the south here we have Grand Portage, Minnesota, 47, and down here we have 43 in Overland. But really, Isle Royale is located right about here in the middle of this island on Lake Superior, so they're sitting pretty chilly right now at about 43 degrees, and there's a lot of water you see here, so their dew point is kind of reflecting that. We have a dew point of 38 in Windigo and a dew point of about 41 in Thunder Bay, so that's pretty close to their current temperature, actually almost exactly the current temperature right here, explaining some more moisture in the area. Their current radar shows a lot more rain coming through the Canada region, pulling through right now, but as far as the actual national park goes, we're looking pretty clear for the next hour or so. For the future radar, we could see some rain pull through in the next few days. We could have some storms, scattered showers, but really just a lot of clouds coming through. But really, our 4-day forecast is showing pretty nice temperatures and not a whole lot of rain in the forecast. Now, this part of Michigan was not in the area of the eclipse like we were here in Tallahassee, but Genevieve and Summer, did you still get to take a look at it yesterday?
Yeah, we certainly did, Oceana. I know I was up on the roof of this building here looking at the eclipse, which was a pretty neat experience, and I hope a lot of people got to enjoy it. You enjoyed it too, right?
Yeah, of course. I myself was on a hike, as we'll see in just a few seconds here as we get to the graphics, but it was quite an event. So yesterday, people all over the U.S. got to witness the solar eclipse, and some people saw the entire eclipse, which is pretty amazing, like leaves me speechless, but unfortunately, we had class, so we were not traveling to Little Rock, Arkansas, or places like that, but Tallahassee was luckily able to see 60%.
That's right, and with the moon between the sun and the earth, it created the seisja, a term for when 3 objects line up in space.
Yeah, now that's not a term you hear normally, so I love to learn every single day. And the next solar eclipse you have to look forward to will happen in another 21 years. So hopefully you were able to make it out yesterday. And if not, there are different varying solar eclipses. So as we saw one in 2017, there's still possibility for that. But the one we saw yesterday was pretty unique.
That's right. And right here is that path of totality, that dark shaded line extending all the way up from Mexico up through Canada into Maine as well. And paths like up to just the east and west saw, slight totality as well.
Yeah, I know myself, I had a friend that traveled over 13 hours to go to Dallas. I myself would not do that, especially as there were clouds in the sky predicted for some of the path, but I was happy to be here in Tallahassee. But
that's right.
Yeah, you see here, this was me and my environmental science capstone class with our producer for today, Nikki. We got to go on a hike to the Garden of Eden Trail, and we were whipping out our glasses every second we could.
That's right, yeah. And we did the same thing up here on the top of the roof here at EOAS. And I have my back to the camera, which I'm never supposed to do. But there it is, all of us with our glasses, trying to, take pictures and not looking at the sun because we did not want to fry our eyes, and we were using those special glasses. There was also some gadgets up there. They had like a colander that you could see the shadow, and as well as like this shadow box, which was really neat. It was just a great experience overall.
Yeah, definitely something that was so special, and we look forward to the next one because we all will be around for that, and we look forward to more science education and looking out for that. But we'll throw it back to the wall with Oceana looking at a more national view.
Yeah, so that eclipse was pretty spectacular yesterday. I do wish I got to be in Arkansas, though, for the total eclipse. I know I saw a lot of videos and pictures of that. But looking into our national right now, the rest of the entire United States is looking pretty sunny right now. Our degrees are looking pretty mild, 53 degrees there in Washington, Colorado 61, Boston 47, and Detroit at 77 degrees. So the entire United States, we aren't seeing too cold of temperatures really across the entire region, which I'm glad about. We're getting awfully close to summer here. Bismarck, we're sitting at 63, sunny and 74 in Los Angeles, 73 Washington, D.C., 61 Atlanta, and 77 in Miami. We do see this dry line here. Look at that. The entire southeast is sitting pretty moist right now. And if you are stepping outside, you probably are feeling a little bit more humidity than our friends up in the west. 40 is our dew point in Seattle, 13 in Denver. You see these are awfully far away from their actual temperatures, hence they're pretty dry over there. Now here is some severe weather actually that we will be discussing pretty soon here, but most of our rain in the United States is going to be in this Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas region, but really a lot of Arkansas, so definitely watch out for that. Now here to our north, the northeastern portion of the United States, and kind of area above right above the southeast, we are seeing some showers, but we don't see a whole lot of thunderstorms in that region. Mostly we are looking right here in the Midwest. Even on this border here of New Mexico and Texas, we do see some more thunderstorms coming into the region. Here in our rainfall forecast, that's really going to reflect that. We could see up to 7 inches here in Arkansas, spreading into Memphis. And here in Tallahassee, we are in a zone where we could see 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain. But really, the entire United States, except for Nebraska and Arizona, you are pretty much going to see some rain in the next 3 days. Our temperature outlook is pretty divided. Once again, most of the western portion of the United States could see a little bit lower of temperatures than average, and as far as the southern and eastern portion of the United States, you could see some more above average temperatures. Tonight's temperatures are seeing, luckily, nobody is in the freezing zone in the United States, so that's definitely some good news. Our closest region is going to be in Denver at 37 degrees, but not quite 32, which I'm sure everybody's thankful for, especially now that we're heading into April. San Francisco at 49 degrees, and over to the eastern portion of the United States, we're sitting at 60 Washington, D.C., and 61 in Tallahassee. For tomorrow's temperatures, we are seeing pretty similar to today, 69 Minneapolis, 72 Los Angeles, 77 in Atlanta. Overall, we should be sitting pretty mild. Now we're going to move things over into our severe weather that I had just mentioned with summer.
That's right. We're going to dig a little deeper into this severe weather as it's a pretty serious threat. Right now, there's an enhanced risk in Texas, close to Dallas. That's what that dark orange is. And then you can see in this yellow area here is a slight risk. And then the marginal and the non-severe, which is really just thunderstorms. But we have a moderate risk for tornadoes and large hail, high winds and flooding as well are these big hazards associated with this storm. Looking closer into the day one rainfall outlook, really in Louisiana and Texas, up into Arkansas, and even into Mississippi, they have a moderate risk for flooding. So there's definitely flood watches out and warnings that may be issued as well. And this is the slight risk and the marginal as well. So really those areas need to be on the lookout, especially if any of their rivers are already elevated. All of this rain is just not going to be a great experience. What's causing this is this stationary front sitting out right here in that low pressure system, which is bringing this severe weather into the Louisiana and Texas area. It's really just dumping a bunch of rain on them right now. And you can see all these hazards and watches and warnings. Let me move out of the way so you can see the legend. There's a severe thunderstorm watch out here and a tornado watch as well, and a couple of flood warnings in that area, even some severe thunderstorm warnings as well. So all those people, severe thunderstorm warnings, they need to be sure that they're taking shelter and listening to what the alert and National Weather Service is saying. As we move into day two tomorrow, we also have a enhanced risk, but even a moderate risk in some areas as we move closer to us. And down here in Tallahassee tomorrow, we're only going to be in the marginal and the non-severe for our area. But again, tornadoes, flooding is the big concern, high winds, and this is capable of producing hail as well. So that could be pretty damaging. The excessive rainfall outlook, most of our rain is going to be in Alabama, and we will be seeing rain here in Tallahassee as well. We have a slight risk for excessive rainfall, and even extending towards the East Coast, they also have a marginal risk for rain. So again, this setup here is really just going to be moving over into the east, bringing a bunch of rain. Tomorrow night and into Thursday morning is our timing for this severe weather event, increasing cloud cover as well. As we roll into tomorrow evening, we will be seeing that rain, and that's really what's going to bring all this precipitation to the area that Oceana was talking about. We have upwards of 5 inches here, and even when we move up into Tallahassee, we have about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain we could be seeing, and it's pretty big system. As you can see, it's extending even far north up into Maine even. It's a really big system, but we have to be sure that we know the differences between an emergency and a warning. When a flash flood emergency is issued, it's a rare situation, so you really need to take shelter and listen to what they're saying. If you see a puddle, do not drive through it. A warning, dangerous flash flood, is tampering, so again, be sure to listen to what everyone is telling you. There's tornadoes, we need to take action, hail, lightning, wind, flooding. These are all severe threats that we are looking for, that we are seeing possible with this event. But now we're going to lighten things up a little bit with Salone, talk about the lifestyle here in Tallahassee.
Yes, thank you so much, Summer, for that very informative segment about our severe weather. We are going to be preparing for that severe weather in the next couple days, but for now, we're looking great. Clear skies, a little bit cloudy in Panama City, but definitely a great night to get out. In terms of the delays that we have going on at the Tallahassee airport, like I said, it's clear, no delays, 76 degrees, great night to catch a flight. So it looks like everything is really clear, all that green, no delays, wonderful night to catch a flight. In terms of the pollen that we have going on, I know that as we are entering into springtime, a lot of people have some pollen allergies. I know I've been taking some allergy medications myself, but our grass allergies are pretty high, so definitely watch out for that. Take those medications if it's something that you need. Also, our dog walk forecast is looking awesome for tomorrow morning, so definitely make sure to go out there and walk your dog. It's going to be a little bit chilly at 63 degrees at 7 a.m., but it is going to very quickly warm up to 76 at 11 a.m., so definitely make sure to give all those dogs their outside time that they need. We do have some sporting events going on in Tallahassee and also elsewhere, so you can go ahead and support your Noles at any of these events that we have. But we do have a FSU baseball game tonight at 7 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful weather, 76 degrees. We are playing Florida, so boo Gators. But as always, go Noles. Make sure to go ahead and get yourself some popcorn, get yourself a hot dog, and just enjoy the game with some friends or whoever you want to go with. We also do have a softball game on Thursday at 6 p.m. It's going to be super hot, so definitely make sure to prepare for that. Maybe bring some sunscreen. just prepare for that 85-degree weather if you are deciding to go to that softball game. Also, speaking of hot weather, we do have a game in Miami in Coral Gables that is going on this weekend on Saturday. So if you are traveling down to Miami, beware. It's going to be pretty sunny, pretty hot weather, 81 degrees there. It's looking a little bit cloudy at Shell Point Beach, Florida. However, it's going to be pretty nice and warm at 76 degrees. We have some pretty light wind, so it's pretty good at night to go to the beach. Also tomorrow morning, it's going to be another great time to go to the beach. It's going to be 74 at 11 a.m. So yeah, if that's in your plans, definitely a great day to do that. Right here we do have our FSU Sportsplex. It's looking like there's a little bit of clouds in the sky, 74 degrees, not too bad at all. So great night to, like I said, get out and just go do whatever you want in Tallahassee. It's going to be a great night for it. As we look into the week ahead, it's going to be pretty nice weather besides Thursday. Like Summer said, there is going to be a little bit of severe weather going on. So yeah, just be prepared for that as we head into Wednesday night, and then as we wake up Thursday morning. It's probably going to be raining whenever you do wake up, so just definitely be prepared for that. But as we move into the weekend, it's going to go back to being sunny, those summer-like conditions, super nice. So definitely just be prepared for a great weekend full of sun. But Genevieve, what should the people of Tallahassee expect for tonight and into the next couple of days?
Well, tonight we're seeing clouds, as you do see behind us, that big, beautiful ball of sunshine in the sky on our graphic, looking gorgeous. But 76 degrees is what we're looking at right now, partly cloudy. Not too much wind. We have winds from the south coming at 11 miles per hour, so really a nice mild night, especially for springtime. It's not too hot, like that 85 degrees that we'll be seeing very soon, but relatively nice, I would say. The local radar for the Big Bend, we are also looking relatively nice. It is quite beautiful, I would say, because we have no rain, and rain can sometimes be nice for staying at home and studying, but we need to prepare because we do have that rain coming on Thursday. So please just give us a break. Let's enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the beautiful week that we have here in Tallahassee. 76 degrees is currently what we're looking like. 80 up in Valdosta, and slightly cooler by the coast, Apalachicola. You are looking at 72 degrees right now. And our dew points are relatively mild, though they are going to get a little bit up there as they are ahead of that storm system that is coming. That low pressure is bringing us the drier air behind it and the more moist air in front of it. So 58-degree dew point here in Tallahassee. Nothing that'll make your hair dramatically frizz up, but still not the driest in the world. And for those clouds, we'll see them swipe across the radar as we get into tomorrow night around this time, where we see that big storm system come and approach Tallahassee, but not there yet until Wednesday night, and as Sloan was saying, into Thursday morning. Tonight here in Tallahassee, it'll get down to 61 and mostly cloudy, so if you are thinking of getting out, going to Madison Social, Township, anything like that, I think it's definitely a great night to do that with your friends. Tonight's forecast, as I said, 62, and we're looking relatively nice throughout the Big Bend region. 64 up in Bainbridge, and as opposed to the high over by the coast today being slightly a few degrees cooler than here in Tallahassee, we're going to stay a little bit warm down by Carabel, which I was actually visiting about 2 weeks ago. I went to the beach, and it was really, really nice, really hot, but the water was freezing, so it kind of makes up for it. But 81 degrees is what we're looking at for tomorrow. Mostly cloudy. That's a high temperature that we haven't experienced too much of in the past few weeks. So definitely, as Sloan was saying, carry that sunscreen. Be prepared with your water. The UV will definitely be a little bit high, so watch out for that as you are walking between classes. And tomorrow's forecast, as I just said, 81 degrees is what we're looking at. 76 down in Carabel, and upper inland, 82 in Bainbridge. We are getting pretty hot. We're not in summer yet, but it kind of feels like it. That sunshine will return on Friday and into the weekend, but Thursday is the day to look out for. Now, Summer, Sloan, could you please close out the show for us?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Genevieve, for that last look at our local. We had a pretty great show tonight. We talked about some of the severe weather that's coming up the next couple of days, also really that hot summer temperatures that we've been experiencing. But I think our all-girls show did pretty good tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Us ladies did very well. We definitely do have that severe weather threat for Wednesday night into Thursday, but we really need to be cautious about. But the solar eclipse, did you get to look at it?
Yes, I was on the road, but I still looked at it from the road, and it was pretty cool.
Okay, did you use your glasses?
Nope. Just kidding, I did.
Good.
Also, follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/FSUweather.
And like us on Facebook, www.facebook/FSU Weather.
Also, make sure to watch us live on YouTube like you're doing right now at FSU Weather.
And follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather.
Also, make sure to follow us on TikTok as well. As always, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Sloan Delaney, student meteorologist.
And I'm student meteorologist Summer Trolley. We're going to look at Doak one last time.